Okay, thank you very much for asking me to participate in the showcase today. My name shows up as Sheila McLean, but it's actually Sheila Gallant, and I'm the president of the Women's Institute of Prince Edward Island. The Women's Institute is a 100-year-old organization. We have a provincial and a national and an international presence. We have approximately 60 branches on PEI with close to 1,000 members. The Women's Institute, often when people hear the word, they think about it as an organization of older ladies that get together and have tea at high noon and eat biscuits. But unfortunately, we're a little more than that. According to the vision of our organization, we are a strong voice taking action and creating change in PEI communities. And we're gatherings of inspired women where various learning opportunities create stronger families and PEI communities. So I'm just going to talk about some of the values and principles that we have very quickly and some of the activities that we do across PEI. Just to highlight for you that the Women's Institute is an organization that has been responsible for instituting a number of resolutions that have gone to provincial and national governments and have made changes worldwide. So our focus is mostly on women, home, and family, and we believe in a culture of collaboration and sharing. We support agricultural needs and protect our environment, and we're very focused on education, leadership, and goodwill. So it enables those who are involved in our organizations to get learning opportunities, as well as to take leadership opportunities and to gain further education. Some of the activities that the PEI Women's Institute have been involved in, and most recently, I think if any of you do live in small rural communities, you may have seen the Women's Institute involved in the Fiona response. And it was the Women's Institute that went out, knocked doors to door to check on neighbors to make sure that they were okay. Some of the more provincial opportunities that we're involved in is in February, we have a Taking Care of Women's Business program where we have a 28-day campaign where we raise money to provide feminine hygiene products for food banks. We have fall workshops every year. We provide educational opportunities for the public and for our Women's Institute members. We participate in the provincial exhibition. We have the roadside cleanup that happens every year. We send out a lot of agricultural and environmental tips to people through newsletters. We have Founders Day where we provide educational opportunities as well as embrace the history of our organization. We have a number of scholarships that we provide to students that are studying in universities and colleges. And these scholarships are up to, some of them are $1,000 in value. We do a little bit of fundraising in some of the branches to support food banks and pantries. We provide support to the music competitions that happen every spring. And it just goes on, the number of activities that we're involved in. On a national basis, the Federated Women's Institute of Canada, which of course is across Canada. And then we also have the ACWW, which is the Associated Country Women of the World, which again is worldwide. And a lot of support is provided to the underprivileged countries in helping to provide water tanks and teaching people how to farm. And we're in partnership with farmers, helping farmers. So a lot of work that is done worldwide. And then Canadian-wide, we support each other in all of our efforts in all the provincial branches, especially in making some changes that would affect Canadians. And just recently, there were a number of resolutions that will be going forward to provincial government once it goes through the proper formal approval process within FWIC that will make changes around licensure to healthcare that should or would suggest changes around licensure to healthcare professionals. So as you can see, I touched on a little bit of what we do regionally, and then I went worldwide. Here on PEI, where the reason why we reached out to UPEI is that we want to be able to provide an opportunity for students who are studying at the University of Prince Edward Island to get involved in our communities. And it is an area where you can volunteer and make a difference in your communities. And it certainly is, I know that a lot of students are only here temporarily, but we would welcome your involvement for a temporary basis, given the fact that maybe someday you'll come back to PEI, you'll make PEI your home and decide to become a full-time WI member. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll open it up for any questions.